We'll begin shortly.
Yeah, so am I visible now? I have rejoined.
Yes, you're
All right.
visible. So let's begin. Like, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guest, our talented panelist. Welcome to this amazing session of SIH 2023. I am Anya Sharma, and I'm delighted to be your host for this exciting session. Today, we have gathered to reflect upon experiences, innovations, strategies, insights, and tips one must keep in mind while participating in most incredible hackathon, which is none other than the Smart India Hackathon. This event brought together brilliant minds from various backgrounds to collaborate and create innovative solutions. Without further ado, let's meet our panelists, individuals who not only participated in numerous hackathons, but also won it with their extensive experience and in the tech and innovation space. Mr. Taranjot Singh, he's a full stack web developer at Placefit and founder of Hack Unicorn Club, also an impressive track record of winning 6+ hackathons and boast a LinkedIn following of over 11,000. Welcome, Taranjot.
Thank you.
And the second panelist, Rudrakshi Soni, she is the dynamic software developer who loves solving challenges that shape industries. She has also been winner of Smart India Hackathon 2022 and also UNESCO India Africa Hackathon 2022. Our discussion will be structured into several segments, each focusing on different aspects of hackathon experience. Will be delve into topics like teamwork, problem solving, innovation, and the impact of technology on our world. So, segment one, beginning with the team dynamics. Let's kick off our discussion by talking about the importance of teamwork during a hackathon. So, Taranjot and Rudrakshi, you have been the participant of various hackathons. So, what did you observe about the dynamics among the participating teams and their collaborations?
All right. So if I have to talk about the dynamics of various teams that will be participating in Smart India Hackathon, so I believe I have personally seen first, second, third, and fourth year students, like students from all years collaborating together and forming teams at college level as well as for the finale round, that is nodal center round of Smart India Hackathon. So if I talk about my personal experience, so in my nodal center, there were first year students as well who collaborated and brainstormed in a way that they also won first prize in the Smart India Hackathon in different tracks. So that's basically a segment in which Smart India Hackathon provides opportunity equally to students of all years, be it seniors or be it juniors, right? To school students as well. And basically it's an open platform. If you are a web developer, if you are a application developer, ml developer, blockchain developer, cyber security enthusiast, any domain in which you are working upon, you can participate in Smart India Hackathon and can showcase your skill set, can brainstorm with your team, can propose an idea, and then participate as well as win that hackathon.
Nice, that seems amazing. What about you, Rudrakshi? What are your inputs in this?
Yeah, so as Taranjot said already about it, so see, the first thing is that for a team, it's a cooperating behavior that we need to build. Because if you are going to be cooperate with each other, you are going to share your ideas. That basically work out to for the creative solution, and it will basically help you to make progress quickly. Otherwise, if you are just listening to you are just working together, but you are not collaborating and you are not open to others opinions, so it will in a long run it's going to be struggle, and it will basically going to limit your success rate.
Nice, great insights. Being like we know that hackathons is all about teamwork. So one more question, like how can roles be effectively divided in a team? Like if there is a teamwork, there will be different roles. So what should be the approach of the team to get ahead in early stages of hackathons?
Yeah, so if you are building a team, so basically you are building the members of the team with a diverse expertise, skills, and interest. So make sure you have everything in your team, like you have a backend, front end, and every developer that you need for a particular project or a problem statement. first, for assigning the role to the team members, you first need to match their individual strength and skill set. Because if you are going to give any backend or something for a front end developer, it's not going to be work out in a long run. So that is a one thing that you need to be do, that first identify each of their skill set and their interest. And if you want to be get ahead in your early stages, so I will suggest that first try to make some small milestones while building the project, because you are not going to build up in a one go. Just break out in a small steps and try to achieve those milestones along with some deadlines. So it will help you out that you will going to be done all the works before the main hackathon. You should able to like basically you should be able to collaborate with the team and done with your core features. So that is the main thing that will help you to be ahead along with the other teams.
Nice. What about you, Taran? You are the like founder of Hack Unicorn. So what are your inputs?
All right. So like as Rudrakshi mentioned, like I absolutely agree with that. So like if I talk about like my experience of SIH 2022, so in my team there was one Android developer, then there was one UI UX developer, two backend developers, one person who built our like Blender models as well as PowerPoint presentation, and one person who did the research work. So like it was like skill with it was a team with diverse skill sets, right? So I recommend all the participants of Smart India Hackathon 2023 that they need to look for people who are having like diverse skill sets, front end, back end, database integration, ML, AI. If you could find someone for, if you could find some blockchain or Web3 person, if you could find like some cyber security enthusiast who could like implement some of the security as well as protection based scenarios in your web development platform or application. Like that's all about it. A team with diverse skill sets uh, has the like greater chance to win SIH. So that's
Nice. That is quite amazing. As of for freshers, I am being in second year. I don't have that much group. So about being a fresher or new to some college, how can one go about building a team as a new student in college? Because some are introverts, some are ambiverts, so it is not possible to gather all set skills in one team. So how to manage that?
all right. So if you are a fresher, like if you are just a like second or third year student or first year student, then um basically in SIH, you have to form a team from your college itself, right? So 16 members from the same college. So you can build a team by like asking your classmates or by like exploring about like finding some of the seniors who are present in the college or some juniors as well. So like about my experience, my team was formed just one evening before the internal hackathon, right? Just one evening before. And like
That's great.
we discussed about our idea for like you can say only for 2 to 3 hours before our internal hackathon, and then we pitched our idea to our college SPOC, single point of contact. Yeah. Then after that we were being put into 5 waitlisted teams. So in that year basically there were 10 shortlisted teams and 5 waitlisted teams from each college. Okay, so we were being put into the 5 waitlisted team segment, and after that we got selected by the government officials to participate in the finale round, that is the nodal center round. So that was all about the scenario. You can form a team one evening before as well, and you can form a team 10 days or 15 days before the internal hackathon as well. It only depends on like your you can say scenario or your determination or dedication to find those specific team members, the team members with diverse skill sets, whom like collaborating with them and making a great solution so that you could pitch it to the college SPOC for internal hackathon.
I think your journey of SIH has been incredible. So that's very nice. So, like from your perspective as experienced tech head, so what advice would you give to the participants looking to maximize their teamwork, creativity during hackathon? Because I think creativity is one such thing that is required the most.
All right. So Smart India Hackathon is like all about innovation, about uniqueness, novelty, and USP, unique selling proposition of your idea. All right. So if you are a team leader of a team, then you will have like added responsibility, as you will be dealing directly with all those like documents format, with all those emails that you will be getting from the main heads of your nodal center, or you will be in direct contact with your college SPOC as well as the nodal center leads, right? So in my point of view, like Smart India Hackathon teaches you a lot. It was my Smart India Hackathon 2022 was my first hackathon. It was my first hackathon, and that too national level. So in that scenario, it taught me a lot. Like I got to learn about leadership skill sets. I got to learn a lot of about development, about how to pitch your idea in front of the evaluators, how to bounce back as well, and the teamwork and brainstorming sessions, all that stuff. So it teaches you a lot. So all the soft skills, hard skills, and how you are going to present yourself in front of others. So it teaches you everything from tech to non-tech, all domains.
Okay, okay. What about you, Rudrakshi?
Yeah, so basically, if you want to be like basically being ahead and like for the regular team support, just make sure that you will
Hmm.
have effective communication with your team members, because that is the one thing that you need. For this, like what I did, I have scheduled the meetings with all of them on a regular basis. So like it will be help us to be on a time that we have already have a dedicated time, and we have like did everything. We have also like made meeting notes at the after the end of each meeting. So it will be help us like if someone is going to be not able to join that meeting, so we can able to share it and then collaborate over those ideas and things. So make sure that you will you have regular meetings with your teammates, and make a WhatsApp group or something, a Slack channel or anything that you want will be comfortable for you, so that you can able to like share your resources and everything over there.
Okay, that's great. In short, teamwork is everything while participating in hackathon, and the vibe, the coordination must be like on top if you want to win. Absolutely right. So, moving on to the next segment of this discussion, which is innovation. So, let's discuss the role of innovation in hackathons. Like the coming up with the first question of this segment, what were some of the most innovative solutions you encountered during Smart India Hackathon, and what made them stand out? Because it is on India level, so there must be some uniqueness, some different thing that made them stand out. Yeah.
So for this, I remember one of my actually college project, because they were also the winner of Smart India Hackathon. So there was something that excites me about their project. So they build a platform which is basically to speed up the certification and application process for different students. So like if you initially if it takes around 6 to 7 months, so it you can do it in a within a seconds with that platform.
Oh,
Basically what they did, they used the blockchain for the verification purpose, and they use the NFT certification. So that is a like a very unique kind of thing that no one is going to be use that, because the blockchain is a very new technology and no one has much idea
yes.
about it. So that is one
Exactly,
of the
exactly.
most fascinating thing that I found it in that. It is not always like a technology is like always ahead of your idea, but if that solution really requires that thing, so you should be able to get this.
Okay. What about you, Taran?
Yeah, so like I remember about an idea from a different problem statement. So basically, the idea was a team built a platform um, for tourists. Basically, if you want to like visit some place, like for example, if you want to watch Taj Mahal or watch Golden Temple by being in like another country or another state. So like
Hmm.
they built a like AR or VR type of platform by which you can like cross some sort of window as a portal and then watch any of the monument or any of like place directly with that 360-degree view. With that, you can also travel inside of that monument as well. So that platform, basically, I saw it and like it was really great to like know about
That's
it.
inspirational, absolutely. Because there are many problem statement. As of now, I'm also participating in SIH. So it is quite difficult to select a problem statement and being standout. So for me, like, you must know the technology. You must have to be well prepared for that. So that is quite Amazing. Yeah, absolutely. So, according to you, which technology should be the best to opt for a problem statement? This is one of my personal questions also. So, which one should select during that Smart India hackathon? It's a great level hackathon. So, which technology is apt for it?
Yeah, for me, like, see, every technology is a good. There is no such kind of thing that someone is a bad technology. If you are master of anything, that it is definitely is going to be work out for you. It depends sometimes on the domain if it really requires, because there are some problem statement which is from blockchain domain or from cybersecurity domain. So in that, it they already specified the blockchain kind of thing. So means you need to use the blockchain technology in it because because it is mentioned over there. But if it is from miscellaneous or any other kind of domain, you can use any of them in which you are comfortable. Your ideas should be more powerful over the technology. The technology is just a medium through which you are basically implementing your idea. So it is not like a particular technology you need to follow until unless it is mentioned in the domain or they have already mentioned it.
Okay. What about you, Taran? But which is your favorite technology to work on?
Like for me, it is like full stack web development that I prefer. But like as Rudrakshi mentioned, so like it's basically based on the like problem statement. Like if you are targeting some problem statement, like domain specific problem statement, or like which any of the government ministry has proposed, then you have to
Mhm.
like go by the problem statement description, and on the basis of that, you have to choose like which technology you will be working on. But if you are like selecting student innovation, then that's based on like your innovation or your skill set. Like you can use any of the technologies there, from web development to like AI, ML, blockchain, Android development, anything you can use if you are targeting like student innovation. So that's completely based on the problem statements.
Fascinating insights, absolutely. So, as a technological leader, I could say that you are one sort of leaders who inspire your LinkedIn profiles. I am absolutely inspired by your profiles. So, what would you suggest about the pre-required skill set for SIH?
Okay, so regarding the prerequisite skill sets, so if I talk about my journey, so when I participated in SIH, so I only knew about front end web development. All right,
Okay.
but my team needed a person who could do like backend part as well. So like in that time frame of like 2 to 2.5 months, I actually learned backend web development using YouTube as a platform, Google, Stack Overflow, GitHub, all those platforms. And then like I started building projects in backend, and like I contributed as a backend web developer in my SIH team. Before that, I was only a front end developer. So like that's basically the scenario. SIH is a like opportunity which provides
It's a
you.
gateway, like,
Uh,
yes.
it's a gateway. Like it brings so much pressure on you that you will have to like learn that technology set which you need for your team.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Rudrakshi?
Yeah, so like there is not something like a prerequisite that you need to participate in the SIH. Just you need to have a basic understanding of any of the development language, like JavaScript, Python, anything. Because on a fly, you are going to be learned while building the project. Because SIH is not only a like something like a 1 day kind of a hackathon. It requires around 6 to 7 months. So it's a huge time that you can able to learn along with that. Just make sure you are open to learn and collaborate effectively. Apart from the technical skills, you need some communication and presentation skills as well, while because you are going to present your and pitching while because you are pitching your idea toward the panel members and the judges.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so for that you need some soft skills. Apart from that, you need just have a basic understanding of the programming language.
So that means prerequisite is nothing. You must have
Yeah.
the dedication, you must have that passion to be a part of a hackathon. That's
Even
great.
I told you one scenario before the SIH when I was in a first year. So I participated in one of my college hackathon. So as you can understand, being a first year, you don't know nothing about it. Even for me, the hackathon word is new to me. So at that time, I really didn't know anything about it, but still I participated in. I used some open source technologies, which is nothing. You just need to know about the documentation and just build it. I just use, I guess, Dialogflow API for that. You didn't need to be know anything about it. Just you read the documentation and you can able to build a chatbot with it. So if you don't know, even
Okay.
you don't know anything, you can use these type of technologies to build something and participate and collaborate with your team.
Nice. This sounds so good. In today's scenario, there's like a rush towards DSA, towards Web3, towards everything, each and every side. So for a fresher or a new beginner, it is sort of confusion. So what to do and what to not. So for hackathon, so according to you, what should be the like minimum criteria? Like how much coding should you know?
There is not any like something minimum because see, you are in the hackathon, what you want to do, it's only about development. You're not going to be work on data structure algorithm that you are going to be give a problem to and you need to solve.
Yes.
Mainly it's a development kind of thing, because sometimes I also get some question that I know C++, that can I participate in the hackathon. See, the C++ or a C language, if you can build using that, mostly C++ and C is not our development language. C++ sometimes we use for the gaming industry, but it depends whether
Okay.
you're building a game in a hackathon or not. Most probably not. So make sure you will learn a development kind of language, anything, the Java, Python, JavaScript. They have a huge scope in the development criteria. So make
Okay.
sure you have be perfect in any of the languages. Within that, try to make sure you will get expertise over the framework that will be easier to learn. For example, if you know
Mhm.
JavaScript, you can start with some basic sort of HTML, CSS, and learn the Bootstrap. You can able to build a website for a front end. For a backend, you
Yes,
can
yes.
just learn any language like Python or Java, and then start with the
Hmm.
basic fundamentals of database and everything, and you will start with it. So
Hmm.
it is like basically you just need a, yeah, as you have earlier said, just dedication and any of the language that you can work with it.
Nice. What about you, Taran? Coding is important, or like if you have that knowledge, well and good.
So yeah, like I believe like you can use any of the technologies for your idea. If you are like
Hmm.
targeting some of the like generic ones who have like open description. So like, if you are targeting the like specific ones, then you have to like figure out like which technologies you have to work on, as they have asked in that description as well. But for the generic one, you can use any of them. Like if you know
Hmm.
like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, like HTML, CSS, most of us might have learned from school itself, right? So you can use like any basic, medium or advanced level technologies you could for your project targeting the open segment. And the main focus is basically on innovation, the uniqueness. So yeah, you have to target only those segments to like qualify for
Okay.
the final round. Government officials only look for that only, not the tech stack.
Okay. So that means you have to work, you have to be a smart worker, not hard worker instead.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, like, I want to add one of my personal questions again. I don't know much about coding. So, is it okay for me if I go for hackathons without any knowledge of coding?
Yes, of course. Because like if you don't have any like knowledge about it, still you will gain something. If you're, it's not about always winning the hackathon. It is also about gaining some experience as well. Because while
Absolutely.
building solution with team, you will learn communication, presentation skills, collaboration. That will also help you out in the long run as well. If you are
Hmm, hmm.
gonna work in a large firm as well, you will have to collaborate within the team, not as an individual work. You are going to do that, so it is also like
So
going
true,
to
so
be
true.
gain some experience as well. So please do participate in it, not think about like
Sure,
whether you
sure.
will going to be win or not.
Sure, absolutely. So, how was your experience, your first experience, Taran, about a hackathon?
So yeah, so as Rudrakshi mentioned, I also like agree with the same. So like if you are just very beginner in the technology stack, then also you can participate in SIH, as SIH is a like national level hackathon, and there is some
Hmm,
pressure definitely on the participants, right? So
definitely.
considering that pressure, so if you could handle that pressure, then you could like learn any of the tech stacks in those 36 hours or before that as well, right? Because hackathon definitely teaches you how to like read the docs. I know is the like a very boring part for some of the technologies, but it teaches you how to read docs, how to like leverage most of like YouTube videos or GitHub projects or Stack Overflow answers. So like it teaches you
Hmm.
everything. Plus, uh, the government officials who like will come to like evaluate your idea, you could like take some suggestions from them as well. You could like ask them,
Okay.
sir, I want to like implement this feature, but I am not like getting any of the resources from where I have to develop. So could you please suggest me some of those resources, some of those docs or YouTube videos like I could use for this feature. So they also provide some of the suggestions. So it is a like great
Hmm.
learning opportunity for beginners as well.
That's great. No, now I'm set to participate in my first hackathon. So
Right.
let's begin with our segment, the final segment, execution. So our final segment focuses on the execution of hackathons and their future. So it's inspiring to see potential for real world change. We see every day there's a new technology, there's a new modification, new field of science. So according to you, what is more preferable, software or hardware?
It is all basically depends upon your interest and personal career goals actually. If you are want to participate in a like software edition or hardware edition, it depends in which you are going to be do your best. Like for me, I know like I am good at development skills, so I prefer the software edition. But if you are good at like some IoT kind of thing or
Hmm.
some embedded system, so you need to go for the hardware edition. So it
Hardware,
depends
yes.
all of your upon your interest and in which you are comfortable with it.
Okay. What about you, Taran?
Mhm. So yeah, for me it is software because like I also like do the like development side as well. So like for some other person or any other person, it might be hardware as well. There are immense opportunities in hardware segment as well. You can use Arduino, you can use go for like IoT segment or any other segment as well. Plus like one more thing. So there are like various problem statements you could target regarding the current situation of the market as well, regarding the hot topics of the market. Like you could
Hmm.
target like
Hmm.
G20, you could target like there was Chandrayaan 3, there was Sun mission as well. So you could target space segment as well. You could target like
Yes,
crypto,
yes.
blockchain, Web3. So like you could target hot topics as well for selecting your problem statement of SIH.
Okay, okay. That can be an advantage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what matters the most, like presenting the idea or implementing the idea?
It is basically both, but still, even over presentation, you should even over implementation, your presentation skills should be more effective because there
Okay.
were some projects as well in which you can't able to implement everything. But if you are
Hmm.
able to
Hmm.
pitch a solution to the team, which is clearly being communicated to them, so it will be a very like a good chance for you to get be selected for that. Sometimes
Okay.
like building a complete solution is not easy for.
Hmm.
Just need to first focus it is to create an MVP that includes some core features of that project which is included in the problem statement. Make sure you
Hmm.
note everything from the problem statement, what did they mention. Means they have already
Hmm.
sometimes they mentioned everything like this feature they want everything, so make sure you need to implement those because it is already mentioned in it. But if you want to
Okay.
add, if you want to make it more like a very good something like which stand out from the other team, try to add some additional feature. Even not if you don't have time, just list down all the additional feature, pitch it to the team and implement only one of that. Or also you can do
Okay.
this, you can use the Figma. It is one of the very powerful tool which is going to be helping your hackathon because sometimes we can't able to implement everything. We can basically make the prototype and then from that Figma prototype we can able to display them. So it is also like
Okay.
a very good kind of thing which is able, which help us to communicate our idea. Because it happened with me with UNESCO
Mm-hmm.
hackathon. We were the we were the team which are having some African participants and Indian participants, so there was some communication gap between us as well because one of my team member
Absolutely, yes.
don't know that not
Mm-hmm.
even Hindi or English. He don't know anything. He only speak on Spanish, so it is very like not, we are not able to communicate with him. So we are lacking with some of the features which is not gets implemented properly. So what we did, we just basically make some flow diagrams and some Figma mockups to just
Mm-hmm.
represent our ideas. So your presentation
Okay.
should be very much like good over implementation. Yeah, but make sure you will implement the core features.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Taran?
Yeah, so like I also believe the same. So like if you have reached like a Smart India Hackathon finale round, that is nodal center round, then in the pitching segment, in the like final round of that nodal center, like you have to show nearly 75 or 80% of the implementation only. You are not required to
Yes.
like show the 100% part, right? So like if you are having like 5 to 6 features in your product, or like 2 to 3 USPs, then you have to like focus only on completion of like 70 to 75% of those features itself, not 100%, right? And like pitching is definitely the most important segment for winning, right? So like if I talk about my experience, so when we pitched in front of the evaluators for the final pitching round, then we were told by them later on that our pitch, our presentation was the best in the hall. So like it was
Hmm.
not like we also won based on our implementation, but our pitching, like you can say, complemented our implementation part as well. You have to
Okay.
only code like 60 or 65% or 70% of the part regarding implementation, and the pitching and presentation is the like most important segment.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay, right. So it's basically that quote, first impression is the last impression. So that case also you have to be quite firm with your pitches. Okay, as I know Taran, he's also been participant of Vihan. There also I have seen you have been like there it was more than 100 teams. You have like single or 2 minutes. So there you have to present, you have to pitch for your idea. It's quite difficult with that limited amount of time. So how to pitch a presentation in a better way when you have a limited amount of time?
All right. So the best way to like pitch your idea is like find out the questions of like 6 to 7 part, right? So number one is, what is the problem you are trying to solve, right? If you know the problem that you are trying to solve, then you have to like clearly mention that in front of the judges, right? The number second point is the solution that you are trying to propose.
Mm,
The solution is defined on two scenarios: primary research and secondary research, right? So like primary research means you are going to your target audience, asking them what problem they are facing, right? And the secondary research means like you are going to that same target audience and asking them what solution you want for that problem. So like the
mm,
solution is defined on these two scenarios: primary research and secondary research. The number third is like features, what features you are trying to propose in your solution. The number fourth is USP, what unique selling proposition you are trying to build in your product that will like give you an edge over your competitors, right? The number fifth will be vision or future scope, right?
okay.
There needs to be a like properly defined vision or future scope for your idea. Only then you could convince your evaluators or judges that you have like proper plan that you will be following for your idea for the next 3 to 4 months, that is short term vision, and for the next 1 or 1.5 or 2 years,
Mm,
that will be your long term vision. So like these were the
all right.
5 points, plus sixth one, uh, also an important one: business model. There needs to be approximately like minimum to minimum 2 to 3 revenue streams in your idea, as some of them might have a like business mindset, or might ask what is the what are the sources with which you could like gather some of your revenue. So like that are the like 6 points that you should include in your PowerPoint presentation or Canva presentation, as well as in your pitch as well.
Okay, absolutely. That means you must be work on a step-by-step methodology, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, like, what advice do you have for aspiring innovators and the coders who may have been inspired by the spirit of hackathon, so but are unsure for what should be their next step? So, for that, any guidance, any suggestions for them?
All right. So regarding the like innovators, so as I mentioned, like Smart India Hackathon was my like first hackathon in which I participated. So after
Okay.
that, I continued participating in hackathons. I like participated in 15 plus hackathons after SIH, and like because of those hackathons, I built a network. I built all those connections which helped me in the later stages of my like journey. So like with
Oh.
all those network, with all those connections, I was able to like found like smart I was able to like build Hack Unicorn Club, HUC. So like that also
Mm-hmm.
like you can say added on my like great journey. And with that I also did a job in like as a full stack web developer at Placebit. So
Mm.
like basically all those scenarios of participating in hackathons, mentoring in hackathons, judging, as well as like winning some of the hackathons, it adds a like lot of value to your journey, to your software development journey. and it also helps you in getting some of internship or job, as hackathons are like great opportunity to get hired.
Hmm.
There are a lot of
Yes.
like you can say startup founders or company executives
Hmm.
who look for talent, who look for people best suited for the job profile. So they hire interns or
Absolutely.
they hire for full-time roles as well.
Yeah, I
Okay.
also want to add on to it, like as Taranjot said, the networking is one of the most crucial thing that work out in a hackathon. Because like if you're
Hmm.
participating in a hackathon, try to build your network. No, not just that you are working within your team and you are not collaborating, like you're not networking with other people. Because in the long run, you are able to like build a strong network. Also, the hackathon is one of the greatest achievement that going to be shine out in your resume, because if you
Hmm.
are someone is going
Absolutely.
to be ask you about the achievement, the hackathon is one of the biggest thing, because it is the like winner of an hackathon, it's not a very easy thing. So it is also going to be
Absolutely.
help you out, even else you are going to learn some development skill, collaborating skill,
Hmm.
which will also help you out if you are going to be intern or doing a full-time job in any kind of firm or company.
Yes. Yes.
Even
Absolutely. And if it
also,
be
yeah,
yes.
even
Yes.
also
Please
like
continue.
in some, yeah, even in also some of the companies like in which I am working, like we are in a Morgan Stanley, like we are in, I am in that, so we have some internal hackathon as well here within the
Okay.
companies as well. So even also some other companies like which also had some internal hackathon. So
Hmm.
for that, you if you have like pre-request of this type of big hackathon, like you are going to be like work it in a very better way in that. There are also some hackathons which will for the job opportunities. Like I know about the some JPMC hackathon that it was. So
Okay.
in that also, like if you are a winner of an hackathon, so it basically you had an experience, everything. So in that it increases your chances to get selected, and after getting into that, you can able to like land up with a job or a interview around. So it is also going to be help in that way as well.
That's amazing. Like if it is your luck, like the company, the recruiter, you can be found anywhere. So you have to focus on your work and rest is upon the like luck and maybe your hard work pays off. Nice. So like I would like to request like the aspiring audience now would like to put up their questions if they have any, because we come to our come to an end to our absolutely amazing session. So any doubts from the audience, please raise your hand so that the team can unmute you. And if you have any doubts, so please ask to our amazing panelists. Devansh, you can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Yes, I had a question like what can we differentiate between USP and the features because they are very overlapping. Sometimes जो हमारे features होते हैं वो USP में already आ रहे होते हैं तो उसको अलग से कैसे present करें कि नहीं ये हमारे सिर्फ USP हैं and ये features.
All right. So, like answering your question, Devansh. So, एक product में basically और application में there could be like 6 to 7 features like at max. ठीक है? Suppose there are 6 to 7 features, पर उसमें USP जो कि आप competitor से additional provide कर रहे हो, वो तो सिर्फ 2 to 3 या at max 4 ही हो सकते हैं, right? Features could be more and like USPs हमेशा like कम होते हैं, you can say. USP is like unique selling proposition जो कि like कोई और उस segment में कर ही नहीं रहा है, एंड यूएसपीज वही चीज होता है जो कि एक एंट्री बैरियर क्रिएट करते हैं, लाइक उस डोमेन में एंटर करने के लिए किसी भी न्यूबी को एक एंट्री बैरियर मिलता है उस यूएसपीज के थ्रू। फीचर्स के थ्रू एंट्री बैरियर नहीं होता, यूएसपीज के थ्रू होता है। सो लाइक आप अपने फीचर्स में लाइक वही डिफाइन कर सकते हैं कि दिस आर द फीचर्स ऑफ आवर प्रोडक्ट, एंड अलग से मेंशन कर सकते हैं कि दीज 2 और 3 हमारे यूएसपीज हैं जो कि हमारे कॉम्पिटिटर से अलग है, प्लस एक एंट्री बैरियर क्रिएट करते हैं।
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Meeraj, you can unmute yourself and put up your doubt.
Thank you so much for organizing this session. It is really helpful for the first year and second year students. I have a small doubt, like it's instructed in our college that to take students from different multidisciplinary courses. So it is necessary to take students from other courses, or we can like go with the like 6 CSE members.
If
I
it
guess
is
you are asking about like forming a team kind of thing, right? Like
Yeah.
with whom I can. I guess for an SIH guidelines, it is like you can take anyone from your team. It should be maximum of 6 persons for your team, but they are from same college. Nothing more than that is it is mentioned on their portal. So there could be from any branch, I guess, from anywhere, but they should be within the same college.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Abhinash, you can unmute yourself.
हेलो।
Yes, you're audible.
हाँ, मेरा मेरा क्वेश्चन ये था कि जो हमारा आइडिया है उसको प्रेजेंट करने का तरीका क्या होना चाहिए? और एक चीज़ और था, जब आप लोग आपने फर्स्ट प्राइज़ लिया था हैकाथॉन एसआईएच में, तो आपको क्या लगता है किस चीज़ के ऊपर आपको फर्स्ट प्राइज़ मिला था? मतलब आपका कौन-सा चीज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग था? बाकियों से कैसे अलग था कि आपको एसआईएच में फर्स्ट प्राइज़ मिला?
Yeah,
आपका
so for
स्ट्रॉन्ग पार्ट क्या था?
okay, so for the strong part, I will tell you, like we have implemented everything that is present, that is already present in the our like problem statement. Apart from that, like to whom we are competing with the other teams, they also did everything from the like they have also implemented every features, because that whatever it is mentioned in the problem statement, like everyone is going to be implement that. So what you need to do, you need to basically list out your additional feature as well to stand out in that, because that is the main thing which basically keep you unique from the other teams. So we have did something like we have added a new kind of feature with it, which is not basically built by the other team. Apart from that, there is also one underrated part of the project, that is a UI UX. That is also one of the most important thing, because sometimes your if your product is very much attractive, it basically attracts the attention of the judges automatically, because the first applauding statement we get from our judges is that your project is very much beautiful, because we have kept in mind all the UI UX kind of thing in our project. So make sure the one you can do to get stand out, build your UI UX so much good and attractive, and work on your additional feature as well. So this is the one thing to make your product strong. And for pitching an idea, make sure what we have did in our time, we basically added some stats like from different sources, so that basically help us to present the idea why our problem statement is very much like good, and why we are choosing them. So you can basically add some stats along with the sources.
yeah.
थैंक यू तो।
Anurag, you can speak now.
Yeah, thank you so much. I basically wanted to ask that, as Sir just pointed out about the pitch and what content to include in it. I just wanted to ask how much weightage should each topic be given? Like how much time should we invest? Like we are given 6 or 7 minutes. So how much time to give to the problem statement? How much to the features and all the components?
All right. So regarding all those 6 steps, so like the most amount of time like you have to invest is in the like problem. So like if you are like not able to convince the judges or the evaluators that the problem that you are targeting is a genuine one and it needs a solution, then how could you like approach to the other segments, right? So the most amount of time should be invested in the problem. Then it should be like you can say 30 to 35 seconds to the solution part, and then you can like proceed to the USP. So like also 1 or 1.5 minute to the USP, as USPs are also a important segment, right? Then after that, if you have time, then you can also tell about the features, or like you can cover the features in the USP part as well. Then you can like proceed for the business model part. For business model, you can like take 1 minute around, and then after that vision. For vision or USP, for vision or future scope, basically you can consider like 30 seconds nearly. So like for problem, 1.5 minute would be like great. So like that accumulates to like that 6 to 7 minutes हो जाते हैं nearly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yash, you can discuss your doubt.
Hello everyone. So my question is, how can a beginner who doesn't have much coding skills contribute in a hackathon?
You can like collaborate over many things. Like if you don't have any coding thing, you can like work on the like UI UX part, because for that you need to just know about the Figma, and you can able to learn it in 1 or 2 week. It is not much required any coding part. Just need to like how to use that particular software. So one thing is that in which you can collaborate. Apart from that, you can work on like giving some insights and basically on the research part of that project, because everyone wants to build project, no one wants to research. It might happen in even in my team also, like mostly people like they were working on like implementation work, but for the research we need to also we want the people who are dedicated to that part as well, and it is also one of the very crucial step that, as Taranjot also said, that we need to give more time for the research work. Apart from that, there were some presentation part would come, because no, it is not like the one who is good with coding is also good with the presentation skills. So there are very different things on which you can work and try to collaborate with the team.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Akash, you can unmute yourself now. Abhay, you can unmute yourself and put up your doubt.
Hello, I'm audible. Hello.
Yes, you're audible.
Hello, sir. Sir, actually, I'm making a PPT. So, what were the changes or what I could do that I will select in SIH by the PPT should select by SIH. So, what are the changes or what will do so they can select by SIH?
All right. So for the internal hackathon round, like it is preferable कि along with your PPT, you could like showcase some UI UX part in your Figma to the college SPOC, as well as if you are considering ML model, then you can show some of the data set. If you are considering like any other segment, like some 3D model segment, then you can showcase that, or like only like you can showcase UI UX part मतलब Figma पे developed होला to your SPOC. And like if you are targeting to like after the selection in internal hackathon, then in the SIH portal, like you have to not mention what you have mentioned in your PPT. You have to like exaggerate your idea as well, right? If you have like cleared the college level, then you have to like think about more features, think about like more USPs, brainstorm with your 6 members. Then you have to like submit the exaggerated idea in the SIH portal that will be seen by the government officials. Like that's about the segment.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sania, you can speak now.
Hello. So am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
So my question is, if we have prepared a PPT for internal SIH, and everyone is assigned with the slides that you have to explain that. So in terms of PPT and presentation, if we are all right, after that, what should be the step we should take? Like which YouTube platform or GitHub platform, or like Chat GPT, how we can use that to make our project, means make our thing outshine from others, because it is like that many groups take the same idea, and just to represent ourselves apart from them and make our chances more in that competition? What should we do to just outshine in front of everyone?
See, if every team is working on the same thing, so it is like everyone is going to be implement each feature which is already mentioned in the problem statement. What you can do, you will try to work on some additional part, because these are the feature which is not mentioned in that and help you to shine out, because it is basically depends on overall on your team how you are going to think about these type of additional feature and qualities in your project. Apart from that, I already mentioned UI UX part, because everyone going to be work on the coding part, but the UI UX thing is very underrated in the project. So it is also like help you out something like if you are, see, if there are two projects, one is which have a very good UI UX, and it is very handy for a user to use it, and and another project having the same set of features but the UI UX is not too much good, not attractive, which is not able to easily, basically not, it means the user is not able to go through the journey of that platform, that where to use what. So that is also one kind of thing which help you to make your project different from others.
And one more question, that if we want to implement this UI UX thing in our project, then what's the platform in which we can quickly learn it or implement it? As for now, if no one in our team knows about it, so and we want to implement it in our project, so which platform is comfortable and preferable for that?
See, mostly like for UI UX, Figma is most preferable because it has a very dynamic kinds of features and tools it consists of. So make sure that one of your member start learning Figma. There are lots of YouTube channel you will get. There are basically lots of YouTube channels. So you from there you can learn the Figma and then you can work with that.
Okay, thank you.
Vishal, you can speak now.
Okay, so hello everyone. Actually, I want to ask that there are currently 181 of the problem statements in the Smart Indian Hackathon. So, how can we know that which kind of the problem statement should suit us? Should we check all 181 of them, or is there any other better way for this?
One thing that I want to add on this, I was also afraid of this problem when I was in my time, because I choose a problem statement, and after that problem statement, after like submitting my some like PPT for the submission, we got around 50 plus submission for that. So I was like afraid of that. That I'm not going to be like win and going to be selected for that problem statement. So what you want to do, just pick up whatever solution, whatever problem statement you want to build a like project. Try that, just try on, just try that you will going to be selected for the internal one, and after that make sure you will do the multiple submission for other problem statement, because that is one thing because of which I win the SIH, because the problem statement on which I work for my internal hackathon, it's not on that we are not got selected. We were selected on the different problem statement which we have did for the multiple submission.
Okay, thanks for the guidance, ma'am.
Akash, you can speak now.
Hello. Hello, I'm audible.
Yes, you're audible. You can speak now.
सर मैंने बेसिकली अपना डिप्लोमा सीएससी में किया हुआ है, तो अभी मैं बीटेक में आईटी कर रहा हूँ, तो सर देयर इज एनी डिफरेंस बिटवीन सीएससी एंड आईटी या इक्वली अपॉर्चुनिटी है दोनों?
तो आकाश मतलब देयर इज नो डिफरेंस बिटवीन मतलब सीएससी और आईटी, लाइक चाहे आप सीएससी में डिप्लोमा करें चाहे आईटी में करें, लाइक देयर इज नो डिफरेंस. एज आई मेंशन, फर्स्ट सेकंड थर्ड फोर्थ कोई भी ईयर का स्टूडेंट एसआईएच में पार्टिसिपेट कर सकता है एंड टीम फॉर्म करके लाइक जीत भी सकता है. लाइक आई हैव पर्सनली सीन फोर्थ ईयर स्टूडेंट्स को हारते हुए एंड फर्स्ट ईयर स्टूडेंट्स को जीतते हुए. लाइक दैट्स द प्लेटफॉर्म जो कि एसआईएच प्रोवाइड करता है. तो लाइक आप डेफिनेटली लाइक एक डायनामिक स्किल सेट्स वाली टीम फॉर्म करके पार्टिसिपेट कर सकते हैं, ब्रेनस्टॉर्म कर सकते हैं, डेडिकेशन डिटर्मिनेशन के साथ लाइक हार्ड वर्क एंड स्मार्ट वर्क दोनों कर सकते हैं एंड लाइक जीत सकते हैं SIH।
I also want
Okay,
to
sir.
add on with that. You can also form your team among with your within your like first and second year group. Because in my team we were 6 member and one of the member is from third year. That he's my junior actually. So it is not like sometimes I got some like messages from my juniors as well. We are not getting any team, but there is one vacancy in my seniors team. So you can try to just ask other teams whether it's a senior team or a junior team, because you just want to participate in them. Just only think SIH about the SIH, not about the team to whom you are participating. If all of the team members have a right skill set and they are dedicated for that, just go for it. Means you are just basically forming a team with not a very like a hard and fast rule. Just find people who are basically interested in participating.
Okay, thank you so much.
And the very last doubt of the evening, Nishtha Maheshwari, you can ask. Nishtha, you can unmute yourself. I think it's fine. She's not here. So, finally, as we wrap up our panel discussion today, I want to extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed panelists, Taranjot and Rudrakshi. Thank you so much for joining and sharing their wisdom and insights. Your perspectives are invaluable. And to our hackathon participants, whether you came up with the groundbreaking solutions or are just beginning your journey, remember that innovation knows no bounds. Keep challenging the status and pursuing your passions. And also, I request Anushka, just a little favor. Could you please share the article with the participants regarding the trips and the strategies of SIH 2023? And yeah, that's it for today. With that, we conclude our SIH panel discussion. Thank you all for joining, and may your ideas continue to shape the future. Have a wonderful evening, everyone.
Thank you guys for having me. Looking forward to interact with you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Definitely.
It's really had a like amazing session.
Thank you so much. And also, I request everybody to fill up the feedback form about the session. The link will be shared in the chat and the groups.